Hey, I'm Ubu.
And I'm Aspen.
Today we're watching Madam Web.
By the way, at some point, I will probably within the next few minutes, I'll be getting a burger. I'll try not to crunch into the mic, but
No, season 3 is all about the ASMR.
Yeah, I get to hear me chew on some cheese balls.
Cheese balls! Okay.
Cheese.
Oh, I think cheese is in here. We'll see. Okay. I was gonna say recording.
I'm recording.
3, 2, 1.
We switch noises. I'm usually the one who does fart sound. Sonny.
Somebody. Missed opportunity. This is far too loud.
Well, it is for you. I can't hear it at all.
Can you still not hear it?
Hold on.
Let's blast it.
Yeah, I listen. I ain't hear nothing.
You hear nothing!
Nope.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
But if it makes you feel better, I turned off my fan this time.
Okay.
I forgot to with Wonka.
I will be honest, I have not even looked at the footage yet.
Man, you gotta look at that footage.
Nah.
That sweet, sweet, beautiful bean footage.
Man, now I gotta listen to this horrible movie all by myself again. It's okay.
That makes it epic.
It does.
Is that you feel like you have a friend here going through what you are, but I'm not. I'm just looking at something awful.
You're like a guardian angel.
Mm-hmm. Except I can't do anything. I'm more like the Watcher from Marvel. I can watch, but I can't interfere. I tried to explain this movie to my mom today.
Mm-hmm.
About how they go spider hunting in the Amazon, and he, spoilers everyone, kills everyone before they even find the spider.
Yeah.
But she got bit by the spider, or the baby that she is pregnant with, and while she was pregnant, she decided, hey, let's go to the Amazon and hunt for spiders.
Yeah.
And the Amazonian spider tribe delivers her baby for her as she's dying, I guess.
Yeah.
And then that baby gets bit by a spider? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all so well thought out.
Yeah, I mean, isn't the story that they had to, like, rework this movie so many times?
I'm not surprised. Who the frick cares about Madam Web?
Yeah.
They needed to make something remotely interesting.
Oh, I gotta listen to this funny audio. I gotta at least experience the horrible audio mashing. If you can't hear it, I will hear it.
You'll remember it, so I don't have to.
Exactly. But, like, they had to, like, re-edit it so many times. That's why there's so much terrible voiceover. That's, like, that person's lips are moving, but those are not the words he's saying, but they're trying to act like it's not happening.
Yeah, that does kind of stink. I'm not going to be able to experience that. Because that is a detail that, like, across the board, everyone who has critiqued this movie, so everyone, has mentioned.
Yeah.
That looked like I only had a second to glance at it, but it looked like a Native American explorer playing checkers with a bishop. Which sounds like it looked like
symbolic.
The start of a joke.
Yeah, it's symbolic.
Navajo and a bishop walk into a bar.
Is he taking pictures of these with an MP3 player? Oh, she found it.
He had an iPod Shuffle in 1973. Isn't it beautiful? I just found this little rare spider in the bush over there.
Oh, wow. There's, like, imperceptible trying to get the audio at the perfect quietness.
I love 2 people dead. What are you doing?
Why is this filmed like The Office? There's so many random zooms.
They're gonna cut away to him and be like, you got to do what you got to do.
That almost would have been way better than what they did here.
This movie's just inexplicably a mockumentary. It is shot like The Office.
It's so fun. And then he just shoots a pregnant woman over a spider.
Yeah, at least wait to get back to America before you shoot her. That way, I don't know, like, international affairs people aren't like, hey, you left with, like, 4 other people, and you're the only one left. What's going on here?
Also, how is he going to get that spider through customs?
Yeah, I don't know.
Whoa! Twilight has nothing on this.
Whoa. The spider tribe.
Whoa!
The most powerful of the Zodiac-themed Amazon tribes.
Oh, this is incredibly bad. I love it. I'm so happy. I'm so excited for the Pepsi sign to kill everyone at the end of the movie. Spoilers.
I knew there was an Amazonian tribe of spider people, but I didn't know they all looked like Hellraiser Cenobites. Did she get bit with a Spider-Man spider in the heart, and that's gonna make her baby see future?
Yes. But her see death, unfortunately.
Yeah, it kills her.
Whoa!
Whoop, here he is. Didn't even come out of you. He was already in the water.
I got my new Twitter banner, I know.
Just a baby in the water.
Yeah.
If your boy Mr. Nirvana comes back from the dead, that's their sequel album cover.
Yeah. Also, no blood with the birth or her bleeding out from the gunshot. Interesting.
You know, that would make a lot of sense as a Nirvana cover because it represents this movie, which is babies diving in water for money.
Yeah.
2003. 2 years after the GameCube.
Yeah. And
that's it.
5 years after I was born.
They were going to say 9/11. I was like, no, that was the same year as the GameCube.
Coincidence?
Do you think after this we could stop for calzones, he says?
Did
Parks
she
and
just
Rec
say...
reference.
She said she's not going room temp on my watch. Who says that?
Her.
Oh,
And one
Dakota
thing...
Johnson.
Another wonderful thing about this movie is, if I remember correctly, they never established how she got back to America from the freaking Amazon as a baby. She just does.
Duffel bag.
Yeah, Ezekiel smuggles her back with the spider.
Who
I think that's
takes
his
care
name.
of her?
I don't know. Hey, I'm only a paramedic with the sirens on. Me.
She's really not driving like a real paramedic.
Yeah, a real paramedic would have just slammed through all those cars and that child.
Correct.
Would have said, a soul for a soul, just like my favorite movie. What?
Nothing. It's just the full effect of this movie is hitting me.
I know that, like, she's been in stuff, and apparently that girl right there in, like, the...
Sydney
overall...
Sweeney!
Yeah. I know they've been in things. I don't know what things they've been in. So it's really funny to see a bunch of people I don't know, and then him from Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
But he's not even my favorite character from Parks and Rec, but he is a good one. I don't know who my favorite character from Parks and Rec is.
Here, I can't. It's
Okay.
too loud, so we'll listen in silence together now.
Good. Anyway, I was rambling about how...
Parks and Rec man is there.
Yeah, and I was like, but he's not my favorite character, but he is a good character. I wonder who my favorite character is.
I've never
That was
watched
about-
Parks and Rec.
I like it. If I remember correctly, I haven't gotten as invested in it as like Arrested Development, but or even The Office. Ooh, burger time! Thank you.
Burger.
Burger time! I dropped a postcard. What does it say?
Burger time.
Yeah, it just says burger time.
Weird.
I will say, from what I remember about Parks and Rec, it's like if The Office didn't overstay its welcome and was its own original property.
Yeah.
And that's cool. Also, Chris Pratt's in it from before when people irrationally hated him.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think they hated him because he was a Christian specifically.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
You said it, not me.
Oh, I did say it. I was gonna say though, you saying these people that have been in things, and then there's the Park and Rec guy. I will say, main character was in 50 Shades of Grey, which is hilarious, and Sydney Sweeney was in Euphoria, so not like
Two
they were
things I've
super
heard in
prolific. Yeah.
But surprise, surprise, have not seen.
Yeah, neither have I.
You will. I will.
I have no future.
Also, I want to point out his name's Ben.
Yeah, exactly. Hint, hint.
You know what that means? He
Spoder.
says, I have to go home to my my loving wife, May.
Yeah.
You know, one day I'm going to tell my nephew with great power, ...
And then die.
Yeah, with great... He just has a heart attack.
Dang.
You better have the rent, or I'm going to burn the place down.
That would be pretty extreme for a landlord.
I thought that hat was a cake.
Ooh, I could go for some cake.
That's a good idea. No, it's not. I was going to say that's a good idea to leave some cake, like, next to the front door so when you get home, that's the first thing you can grab. But then I was like, that means that it's been out for at least 8 hours.
Yeah.
And that's assuming you made it fresh immediately before you left for work.
Kitty cat. She must
That
be
looks-
rich for a paramedic. That kind of apartment in New York.
Oh, yeah. I forgot New York is like... It's $1 million to own a grain of sand there.
Yeah.
But
Precisely.
hey, it's the Big Apple, so I guess it's a great place to be.
Yup.
Yeah, forget all those smaller places where you could like start your own business and be the talk of the town and not pay a fortune. You know, we got to go to New York where, I don't know, the mobsters are going to get you. And, well, if the mobsters don't, I won't make that joke. But hey, it's worth it because you get the privilege of paying someone $1 trillion for a box to live in with 80 other people.
Yup.
I don't know. It's so silly to me. If you live in New York, leave a comment down below and tell me how I need to forget about it. And I haven't even tried the New York slice
Yeah.
and all that. And you don't even know what what are those things called? I don't think it's a gazebo. There's like the glorified convenience stores where like cats are roaming around New Yorkers talk about having. They're like...
I have no idea what you're talking about.
They're like, you podunk backwater hillbillies don't know nothing about the glory that is this word. I used to see it all the time
sounds like
on Twitter.
gazebo?
Yeah, well, in my head, but that doesn't mean anything. Hold on.
She's being a paramedic again.
New York convenience store bodega.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like, you guys don't even know what a bodega is, and every bodega I've ever seen just looks like a convenience store, but the door
Yeah.
is open instead of closed. and there's stray animals in it, and they're like,
Yes.
this is the slice of the good life that I'm paying for being here. It's
This
like,
is the
no.
peak.
This literally looks like my local convenience store down the road from me, not even 2 minutes, if it wasn't taken care of properly. New
Oh, bye,
Yorkers, leave a comment.
Cassie.
Oh, dang. She should have seen it coming.
Not
she
yet.
Oh my gosh, spider! Oh, wow. Everything's spider related except for I feel like there's a man who's kind of themed like an arachnid.
He's not
Arachno
alive
boy.
yet.
Yeah, well, I would assume this takes place in the same universe as Venom and Morbius when he is alive.
Yeah. I will say
she went into a blood coke balloon.
the blood coke balloon.
Navi from Zelda just came out of her eye.
Yeah.
Wow, this looks so cool. It's too bad it doesn't mean anything.
And it's like stupid because like
there's a fifth of that sign you were talking about.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. But like my brother was a paramedic and okay, well one, they wouldn't be doing all this interesting stuff all the time because most of the time it's like not like, super interesting calls all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And two, with a car almost falling off a bridge, I don't think they would make the paramedics go in the car. Like, they would try and secure the car first.
It's the paramedic's job to get them to the hospital, more or less. It's not their job to Hulk strength the car off the bridge.
Yeah, so I feel like, logically, they would make sure the car was safe first before getting the guy out, but I don't know. It just, the whole setup for her having this awakening just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Amongst other things that don't make sense in this movie.
Also, was it specifically that crack in the windshield that awakened her future powers, or was it just seeing a spider web? Because if that's the case, I don't know how old she's supposed to be here. Let's see. Well, I guess like, 20-something? Maybe like literally 30. I don't know. That's a long life, a very strange life to live without ever seeing a spider web.
Yeah. Maybe she just didn't like spider. I don't know.
I mean, didn't even watch or read Charlotte's Web as a kid? Pfft.
No, not required in 2000s.
Never went to a haunted house, saw some cobwebs, never went to a store and saw Halloween decorations.
I think it's supposed to be her smashing her head into the glass, and then she sees the spider.
Never got a concussion and read Miss Spider's Sunny Patch Friends?
Yeah. Also, this man is supposed to be 30 years older than he was before. How does he look exactly the same?
As with many aspects of this story, they did not think about that.
They just made his hair a little gray, but he looks the same.
Maybe it's supposed to be like, well, he's a spider guy, and the fact that he looks the same is foreshadowing to the fact that spider people always look the same, even though that's not true.
Maybe he ate the spider and he lives forever now.
I would assume that means the Cenobite spider tribe and the Amazon are all like immortal beings.
Yes, because I think she goes back there and the guy looks the same too.
You have to eat the spider, not just get bit by it.
Yeah.
You got bit by spider, me bite spider back.
He's like a Neanderthal.
They're all doing this.
Yeah.
They're all a bunch of I don't know, the topical thing, King Kong world fancy giant monkeys.
Oh no, he's got the spider. He didn't eat it.
Oh. Hey, did you see my spider?
I'm sweaty, cool. But only on my shoulders.
these darn leaks. 2 of them right where my shoulders typically are.
Where's my spider? They took my spider! Why does his hair look like that? Like, why do you get so old all of a sudden?
They hate me for my wig.
They hate me for my wig.
It's Frisbee Spider.
Who are these people supposed to be? Don't you know things about stuff?
Well, that one's obviously supposed to just be like straight up Spider-Woman because it's black and white and very Venom-esque. And that one's obviously supposed to be derivative of Iron Spider because it's got the 4 arms.
Yeah.
I don't know who Frisbee's supposed to be.
Frisbee is Frisbee.
Yeah. So, like...
What is with these angles?
Why would 3 spider people... One, why are there so many freaking spider people? We're not even talking about other dimensions. We're talking about... Okay, so there's him... There's those 3 girls, and there's Madam Web, all in one town, or city. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'll be a little more generous. In one city, it's like, what happened to just Spider-Man? Gosh, why is everyone getting bit by a spider?
because everyone gets bit by a spider. Duh.
You'd think when a spider bites someone, the initial reaction to it is to kill it. I would imagine Peter Parker was no different. Or any of these other people. Are you telling me that, like, I could count on 2 hands at least the amount of people who got bit by the same spider, and they all were like, I don't know, freaking animal pacifists who are like, I know you just bit me, but here you go, little spider. Let's put you on a leaf so you can go somewhere else. Like, no one went, ah!
I don't know. Sounds
Also,
like plot armor.
That's not what that is. Also, if these 3 spider people are trying to kill him, you could either, 1, convince someone that they're evil, and so they can be dealt with before it happens. Or 2, you have done something evil, just don't do the evil thing that you were going to do.
Oh, she's about to shoot him. Oh.
Why were you gonna shoot me? Why, spider? I was gonna let you live with the guilt of watching me shoot your spider.
This
Paralysis? What did he do?
He's poisoning her because he's a spider.
Oh, she's got like crazy veins. Gotcha. Okay. You know, it's not a really good interrogation tactic. I'm not an expert on interrogation, but if you're going to try and pull information from someone, the best thing to do isn't to put them on a time crunch when they're already in a position where they don't want to tell you anything.
Yeah.
Like, quick, you've got information you don't want to tell me. Tell me that information in the next 10 seconds. Because what you actually would have to do is convince them in the next 10 seconds that would be a good idea before... And that's
they
assuming...
die.
Yeah. And then they might get on board within those 10 seconds and die before you get the information.
And then it's like, dang.
Yeah. I mean, maybe what he could have done is just like, kind of, wrist slap her wrist, give her a little poison, and be like, you've got like 30 minutes to tell me that information. You could at least do that.
Pepsi!
There it is. The real hero of the movie. The only ones who really cared.
R.I.P. Pepsi. I told you last time I don't like Pepsi, right?
Yeah, you told me about how they, did a contest about a fighter jet and someone won it, and they're like, never mind.
Yeah, exactly. That is precisely what happened.
As far as products go, I like Pepsi more than Coke.
Boo!
Coke's just too abrasive.
I like that Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper is also abrasive. Just in a different. At least it kind of it tastes like a jalapeno soda. I don't know.
It tastes like
just weird.
pepper.
Yep. But like, why is that a good thing? I don't want to drink a pepper. What is this? That old man who makes the novelty sodas no one likes but drinks for content?
No, I mean, I like the pepper because it helps it not be so sweet. Soda's really sweet.
That's true. Is Zoe 101? No, Unfabulous.
Correct.
I thought of the wrong show.
Emma Roberts.
Yeah, her. What's she doing here?
Like an adult.
I wonder why.
Well, it's because I'm used to her being like young.
Yeah.
And now
I'm not really used to her at all because I don't even remember when Unfabulous was a thing. I'm surprised I remembered. Let's look up Unfabulous. I spelled it wrong. SMH. 2004 to 2007. I thought it was earlier than that. Apparently not.
Huh.
All right. What is your... I don't know if this is a question I should ask because everyone knows it. Everyone be talking about that Drake Bell ID thing. I was going to say what's your favorite Nick show, but it's like... That's like a loaded question these days. If you say anything, people will be like, did you know that a pedophile worked on that show? It's like, that's probably true for every show. Anyway. I rescind my possible question.
Okay.
No, you know what? What's your favorite? We aren't taking the cast and crew into consideration. What was your favorite Nickelodeon show that wasn't a cartoon?
I really liked Drake and Josh. Is that Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
I like Drake and Josh, and I liked NC Classified and Phil of the Future.
That's Disney Channel.
And iCarly was big when I was in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I can think of. The Amanda Show, or is that?
That was Nick.
Yeah, I liked The Amanda Show when I was real young.
I'm sure the little fun fact I do, anytime The Amanda Show is mentioned, I'm like 200% certain I've already mentioned it on an episode of Movie Grits. There's no way. The guy who made the theme song for The Amanda Show is the guy who wrote... He was the musical composer guy for the first 3 Spyro games. So, and you can tell because the Amanda Show theme sounds very similar to one of the level themes in the first Spyro.
First Spyro, not the Spyro I like.
Yeah. You really need to play the good ones. And if you do...
I have them.
Then play them. I feel like we have this conversation every time, Spyro. You're like, I think I own them. And it's like, then why is the 4th one still your favorite?
Because it was the only one I played as a kid.
You need to return to streaming just long enough to play the first 3.
Yeah.
And I will be on the stream, of course.
Of course.
A given.
I need to get a capture card because I think I have them on PS3.
Yeah, do that. I mean, I could just play... What I would want to do is get a capture card for the PS2 and play the originals.
Yeah,
like
I only have
OG.
the remasters.
The remasters are good, but everything good about them is from the originals. There are aspects of the originals that are lost in the Reignited trilogy, like the fact that the art direction for a low poly PS1 game was really good. And now it's just like a fantasy world in high def, and it kind of loses that luster from like the originals. And that's not even nostalgia talking. I mean, partly, but not fully. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, if you play through a level in the first game called Wizard's Peak, there's a part in that song that you could sing the Amanda to it and be like, yeah, that's the song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyhow, legal jargon, publicity jargon. Just let it be known that just because Aspen said she liked Drake and Josh doesn't mean she's complicit in any nastiness that went on behind the scenes.
Yeah. I was not involved. I was a child.
You were not involved. But I would say Ned's Declassified was probably my favorite show. The shows that were made by whoever made that one, because Big Time Rush had a very similar feel to Ned's Declassified, even though it was obviously for a different audience, you know?
Yeah.
They both felt like they were live action cartoons, and I really liked that. Whereas Dan Snyder productions tended to have like more of a almost like mean-spirited feel to them that I started to notice as I got older, where it's like only these rebellious kids are smart. All the adults are stupid and eat boogers.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't know. I don't like that as much. Whereas in Declassified and Big Time Rush, it's like everyone is a cartoon character.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. And
what was the science teacher, Sweeney?
Yeah, Mr. Sweeney.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even a character like him, who's like supposed to be the big villain of the show, quote unquote, is more of like a voice of reason that Ned just doesn't want to listen to because he's a grouchy adult and he's like a mischievous child.
Yeah.
You know, like there's. I will say, I mean, there are some characters who are just like more cartoon than character, like the vice principal in like the later seasons, who always like whips his sunglasses off his face, but you like him for that. And also, it's not like in iCarly where like every adult's like that. It's where like he's like that, and the other adults don't always agree with them, like the real world. Funnily enough, ironically,
weird.
the cartoony show is more realistic than the less cartoony show. He's Batman.
This woman looks like a younger version of Catherine Tate. For any of those out there who know, Catherine Tate is. She was in Doctor Who and The Office.
Is the British lady?
Yeah.
My name is Nelly.
Yeah.
Whoa, Nelly. How do they have these pictures of a dream?
That's an excellent question.
If we remove their mask from your dream, this is what we're looking for.
This is absolutely preposterous.
I didn't know we'd be targeting teenagers. Pulls up pictures of 3 adults.
Yeah, for real. Tragic.
She does look like Nelly.
Isn't it weird? It's like the same person. It's like they're related.
But she's not British, ? I can't hear the movie, so I don't know.
I don't think she is.
Hello, it's me. A New Yorker.
No one will know.
I'm actually from the original Yorkshire.
Yorkshire pudding. Alex
Cheese!
He isn't here. Oh, he's going to step on my laptop and it's going to be game over for all of us.
Cheese, don't do it. You have so much to live for.
Please. Please.
Imagine going to the doctor and saying, "What about my visions?" Especially an eye doctor. I just realized she's specifically at an eye doctor. Well, I'm not a psychologist, so I don't know what the vision thing's about, but your vision looks fine.
Yeah, your vision, singular, is great.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here for singular vision, not plural vision. You go talk to, I don't know, a Wiccan about that or something.
Yeah. Talk to a psychic who, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like a psychic would just say, "Oh, I'm seeing the vision too. That'll be $20."
Exactly. $50 more if you want me to keep looking.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll get into even more detail about me just affirming what you said if you give me more money.
Why is the camera like moving so much in this movie? It's just constantly moving.
They wanted it to be really artsy.
That's kind of annoying.
Poughkeepsie. That was the name of the place. Would you join me at the Poughkeepsie?
What
We
is
could
she
go.
waiting for?
She's sad because she doesn't know where her visions are going.
Mm.
To be fair, I wouldn't. I feel like I'd be more upset about what's going on in my life than just like, boo-hoo, I need to watch an old movie. I need to watch A Christmas Carol in black and white.
Yeah. Because, like,
I
her friend just died or whatever? Did she just drop the entire microwave tray on the floor?
Yeah. What the heck was that? Uh-oh, and another spider web. A
Yeah, it's like,
bird.
where's the real spider webs? Why are they using glass for everything?
Yeah, think of something. I guess there isn't much that kind of like, does that. Okay.
Now the
This
bird's
isn't.
gonna hit the window.
I feel like if this is happening to you, just sit on the couch and stare at the ceiling. And just keep doing that. And then go to bed.
Yeah, just take a nice nap. Whoa, those shots were wildly inconsistent.
The
Whoa.
iconic pigeon character from Marvel Comics.
The iconic CGI pigeon.
Yeah, it's a part of its character that it's CGI.
It's very important, actually.
And then she closes it and it runs into the window again.
That'd be pretty good.
And then she just falls backwards.
Movie over.
And I think there's a railing there, which would be even funnier because she'd be like, "Is this my life now?" And then, oh.
Yeah, just clang clang.
Yeah, don't go out in public if this is happening to you. Because you're just going to like,
Have a hard time.
yeah, you're going to run into a car and then not run into a car and then go crazy. And then someone's going to give you 5 cents because they see that you're crazy.
Yeah.
And then you're going to punch them, but then you didn't punch them. And you got sent to prison. You get to experience prison, but you never actually went to prison.
Yeah, the more you mention it, backing up a bit, the older these teenagers look. They look so old. Anya, corazón.
I feel like when we saw a white girl in the hospital, she looked younger than she looks now, but now she looks like an adult.
An adult trying to look super young, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my coffee! Jeez! They look chunky.
Jeez, you took my coffee. My curdled coffee.
Oh, that is funny. When Cheese was a little kitten, he would drink my coffee out of my cup, and I was like, that's no good. Let's not do that.
That's why he keeps coming back onto your desk, is because he's looking for that coffee.
That's so true. And bold of you to assume I'm sitting at a desk.
That's why he keeps coming back to you for the coffee you always held in your hand.
That's true. This is Movie Grit Season 3, where we don't care. No, we
She's
care,
sitting on the floor. I'm eating a burger in the mic.
Yeah.
Now, I care enough that I turn the fan off and turn the light off and cover Grandpa's cage.
That is
But
good.
it's entirely possible that the viewers have been very faintly hearing my family laughing in the background, which
Yeah.
I can't help.
and possibly mine hearing the rustle of me using an Apple mic headset for a microphone rather than my actual microphone.
Oh,
And it's fine. Like, you can hear me. It's no big deal.
huh?
Oh.
Oh, stop looking at me just because I'm a 13-year-old woman.
Is it just me or does she look CGI into like every scene she's in?
I don't know.
Like, doesn't the train look fake?
It probably is. You know these movies.
That's
You know
true.
these studios.
They're probably on the Mandalorian screen.
Yeah, they're just on a green screen. I made a joke earlier. I was talking to someone about how like Marvel movies these days, they just like uh employ Paul Rudd to dress up as an ant, and then he runs in place in like a green room, and then he's like, "What am I running from?" And they're like, "Oh, we'll decide that in post."
Mm.
It do be like that.
Geez, I'd be so mad. Someone comes and sits right next to me when the entire train's empty.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd call the police.
Excuse me, sir. There are 8 seats that way.
No, I'd call Batman. Because you know Gotham's basically just DC version of New York, right?
I would pray New York is a little bit better if it's a real city.
Well, I'd call Batman. Something in the wind. And he comes and beats up that man that sits directly next to you.
He's Scarecrow in the Marvel world.
I knew it.
Vulture, I guess. Vulture's not really the Scarecrow. Who would be the Scarecrow of Marvel?
So if Spider-Man is kind of like Batman,
In a sense, not really, but
would it be
for the sake of this
Sandman?
conversation. I mean, by the logic that Spider-Man is an analog to Batman, yes, because there is none.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like Scarecrow is more of like a higher profile villain, whereas Sandman is essentially like a crony.
Yeah.
Like I think the most interesting thing he does in the comics is they tried to give him character development by becoming an Avenger, and then bad writers were like, "No, you need to be villain again." And so he was like, "Actually, I got hypnotized, and now I'm a villain again. Sorry, Avengers." And they're like, "Oh shucks, he's a bad guy again. Oh whoops."
Oop.
But he can't really do anything other than big sand.
Yeah, Big Sand isn't too bad.
Yeah. Whereas Scarecrow is like makes people go psycho in mass, you know, as the first Nolan Batman film shows us. Anyway, yeah, Sandman, Scarecrow. They both start with an S.
Yeah, and they kind of like melt your mind, one like sand, and then the other one like actually melts your mind with.
Yeah, he pours so much sand in your ear that it bursts your eardrum and goes into your brain, then melts your brain. He teams up with the fire villain, and then the sand in your brain turns into glass.
Mm.
And then you have a glass brain.
Glass brain.
He spins the sand in your brain so fast that it turns your brain into a small Sandman.
It's like a little dude up there made out of sand.
He's just a tiny, tiny actual, like the character Sandman slamming on the walls of your skull going, "Let me out.
Please.
I have a daughter. I need to see her."
I have a quick question related to the movie.
I'll try and answer it.
Okay, thank you. So this guy, he's trying to kill these girls before they killed them, but did he even consider that the act of him trying to kill them would, thus create the scenario he's trying to avoid?
No, he did not.
'Cause that's how the future works, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you see the future, it's gonna happen. It depends on the type of world building, because there's the type of you see the future and it's always gonna happen, no matter what. And then there's the type where you see the future, but you have the chance to change it kind of thing.
Mm.
This one is obviously you see the future and it's always gonna happen.
Yeah, I
So
guess so.
he messed up.
I mean, I would grant them a little leeway if it was like you could change the future. Like you still have time to change it, but he is so fixed in his in his evil, I guess, that that doesn't even occur to him. But I don't think just because of how non-existent the writing has been in every other aspect, I'm not willing to grant them that
Yeah.
because I think they were just like, they're going to kill him. And he's like, oh, that's how I die. I don't want to die. I'll kill him. And, you know, like, he instead of just like finding out why or thinking about what would lead them to kill me, he's just like, well, it's either me or them.
Yeah, because if he just never bothered them, then obviously they would never turn into spider people. It's just so obvious he's so dumb.
I don't even know if you see them become spider
Sparties?
people in this movie. You never Sparties is a slur for spider people. But yeah, those Sparties. Too many of them. Get that into the Sparty verse out of here. But no, like I don't even think you see them become spider people in this movie. You see that vision and
Yeah.
that's it. You just assume like, well, also, if he gets killed by Pepsi at the end of the movie, the vision didn't happen. So
That's true.
I just want to point that out. I don't have, like, that's not a gotcha in any way. I just want to point it out.
No, I totally forgot about that. I'm so confused. This movie's so dumb.
Also, I really like how paranoid the cops were that this woman took those three girls off of a subway and like stepped a little bit off the subway and he immediately like put her on her knees and started handcuffing her.
Yeah, and it's like they were like, this woman's trying to adopt. Oh,
She's trying to adopt us.
Yeah, the opposite of abduct. But it's like all three of you at once? How is that possible? They're all standing there, seemingly of their own accord. Like, please help me. This woman is trying to abduct us.
Yeah, she stole her skateboard, and that was it. The other two were just like, I'm being shoved. And then they were just standing there.
Yeah, and then Spider-Man appeared, so.
Yeah, evil Spider-Man.
Evil
Scary man.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's another cat in here, too. Oh, so many cats.
I don't even know this one's name.
Yeah, which cat is blue?
That's another, like, I think if done right, the idea of an evil Spider-Man could be creepy. You know, the idea, kind of like, I had this dream once where I was hanging out with some friends, but one of those friends was Homelander.
Oh, no.
And it, like, I don't mean like he just happened to be there and we were all chill. I mean, like, he had the same personality and powers and everything. And it was very unsettling because you just kind of had to play along with whatever he wanted until you could not be in his presence anymore.
Yeah.
And so the idea of an evil Spider-Man could be cool, but they didn't do it the way they probably should have in this. They were just like, what if like Spider-Man had like a black and red costume? That's so scary. Looks at Miles Morales poster. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, for real. So dumb.
At least this one's not wearing sneakers and a hoodie over his costume.
Yeah.
So it is unique. I also want to say I really hate that like That's a part of his costume. It's just like, I'm an urban child of the streets. I have sneakers and a hoodie. As if
Yes.
like if Peter Parker was of Germanic descent and he had lederhosen on the outside of his Spider-Man costume. Anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest too.
That's fair. I approve. I accept.
Cool. That means if I go down, you go down with me.
Yeah.
They say, Ubu, that's racist against Miles Morales. He needs to wear sneakers. And you're like, I'm right here too. And I love that idea.
Are they in the Hunger Games now?
I guess, if he comes back. I wanna point out they're like in the wilderness and they just like drove a taxi out there.
Yeah, I like how they put the car in the background, so it's like, see, they drove here. Like, what?
It's like, yeah, the forest always has large paths just big enough for a car to fit through.
I love how they're just kind of like awkwardly standing around. It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's like unnatural.
This is like if I had an idea for a movie that wasn't fleshed out and I made it.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be this good, which isn't like self-deprecating. It's saying something about how much thought went into it, because I'm one person who's never made a movie before, and this is a company known for making movies.
Yeah.
They're just like, so what do we do now? Like, the villain wants to get us.
Guess we stay in the forest.
Yeah, I guess we just don't let him kill us. In the forest.
He's like a spider person. Did you say web? No. No one said web.
He's like a 8-legged lad. 8-leg lad.
I can't.
He's like an arachna
dude.
Yeah, arachna dude. He's a tarantula homie. I don't know. Can you go to the grocery store and get us some sandwich ingredients?
She's leaving there for 3 hours.
Isn't this when she goes to the Amazon? I guess I should wait a few seconds. I really hope it is.
She goes to the Amazon in 3 hours. She's gonna fly to Peru in 3 hours.
Please tell me.
Please do it. Please.
I beg of you.
Come on, movie.
Amazon.
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 Come on.
Please. I don't know where else she would go.
She's going to get sandwiches, obviously.
I think the only other thing she could do is go, like, ask Uncle Ben for advice or something.
Yeah.
She's like, what do? I abducted 3 girls from a...
Subway?
I was trying to think of a synonym for Spider-Man.
Oh. Subway.
Yeah, Subway.
But like the restaurant, not the...
I abducted them from Jared.
No, I mean, I guess that's good.
He didn't put up much of a fight. They look too much like adults.
That's true. Because they are adults.
Yeah. He said, I thought you were supposed to be 14. Ah.
R.I.P. She taking the plate.
R.I.P. to what?
Just whatever he had in mind, I guess. I don't know.
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Rest in peace. Horrible crime.
I like how she pulled the license plates off with a crowbar, like they were stuck on with like tape.
And then she ate it. Isn't that crazy, viewer? I know
Yeah,
you saw that.
She ate the license plate.
She unhinged her jaw like a cat and went, oh! Now no one will find it.
Oh, I think she is going to the Amazon. She's looking. Yep. Come on. Amazon.com. Let's go.
Peptides does everything for less.
Peptide Bismol.
Yeah, I need some peptides Bismol after this. Am I right, fellas?
Am I right, ladies?
Am I... only the single ladies.
I don't know where that comes from, but I say it all the time. Who knows? I think it's an internet meme.
What, all the single ladies?
Am I right, ladies?
Oh, I gotcha. It's from something. Who was I talking to when I looked up the, I was talking to Game Grotto about the friendship the treasure was the friendship we made along the way or whatever type quote. We were talking about where that came from.
Mm-hmm.
And she's trying to be Spider-Man.
That's so embarrassing.
I suppose if it's 2003, it's 2 years after the first Spider-Man movie. So assuming that took place in 2001, the year it came out, why don't they just get Spider-Man to help?
Because he is currently in Emma Roberts' belly.
Did you not just hear what I said? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Okay. It's not the same universe.
Yeah.
It's the Andrew Garfield one or a mysterious fourth Spider-Man one. I don't know. I was like, if it's the Tobey Maguire one, he's a grown man already. A grown man also trying to pretend to be a child.
Yes.
They go to the same high school as him.
Spider-Man.
Yep. And they say that a jerky can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait.
This movie's gonna kill me.
I like how she's supposed to be the rough and tough character, but she did an icky ew hand at the beef jerky container and threw it in the bushes.
Not the beef jerky container.
Ew, beef jerky bag. Yuck.
How much movie is left? Oh, no, I was right. It's only half over. Oh, no.
I wonder what they're going to do for the rest of the time.
Probably sit here in the forest and talk.
Dude, she just said her dad's cleaning plastic out of the ocean after she threw beef jerky bag into the forest.
Well, he's not cleaning the forest now, is he?
Yeah. That's how he's cleaning the ocean, is just putting it all on land.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way of doing it.
They just put it on the shore and go back in for more.
They say save the fish, not the beach, right?
Yeah, who cares about the crabs and stuff?
Not me.
I do. They taste really good.
I'm indifferent.
They taste good.
Now, salmon, on the other hand?
I'm sure salmon's good. I've heard nothing but good things about it.
You've never had salmon?
I might have. I don't remember.
No way. That's crazy.
I come from a family that's very weird about fish. I've had canned tuna, fried catfish, and crab legs. And, well, growing up, that was all I ever had. That was the closest to seafood that I got. Was sun-kissed canned tuna,
That's
Captain D's.
Yep.
And occasionally Peggy would get crab legs, and he would share them with me. And that was it.
I was like a salmon fiend as a kid. I was like, give me all that salmon.
They said, Aspen, stop.
I said, no, give me the salmon.
Every day with this, you just come on into the room, barrel through, break the door like the Kool-Aid Man, saying, give me more salmon every day.
Yup. That is exactly me.
I ain't gonna stop. I'm like a salmon going to that pond where they all meet. I don't stop for nothing.
I'm a salmon jumping upstream.
I aim high like a salmon jumping out of the river.
Oh man, I could go for some like diner pancakes right now.
Yeah, go to Waffle House, witness a fight, get some
Yuck.
good old fashioned American food, American breakfast food.
I feel like what place is more likely to have a fight? Waffle House, Denny's, or IHOP?
Waffle House.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to a Waffle House.
Probably because your parents wanted you to be safe. I think of those three, Waffle House is the only one that stays open. Like,
That's
late
true.
enough for the really weird, like the cream of the crop weirdos to come through.
I think IHOP is technically 24 hours, but it's always so jam-packed, I don't think there's room.
Yeah, and I don't know, like, I hear IHOP get a little bit of crap every once in a while, but, like, I think it's fine. And I've never gone there and been like, oh, I wouldn't be surprised if a fight breaks out. With, whatchamacallit, with Waffle House, I'm surprised if a fight doesn't.
That's fair.
So they, like, tied her shirt to make her look more attractive to the, I don't know, varsity team. And then the trucker was like, I'm offended, I'm calling the police.
I think
I'm calling the
they
British.
somehow already have a newspaper out about these missing girls. That,
Oh.
mind you, would not be reported missing because all of their parents are out of town. And the only cops that saw them got beat up. And this is 2000. I don't think security cameras would give you a good picture of their faces.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause security cameras still don't give you a good picture
Yeah.
of their faces.
So this is just preposterous behavior. And I swear,
Oh
if they
my
flip the
gosh.
camera at 180 degrees one more time,
They're going to.
I'm gonna lose my mind!
All right, girls, I'm back from the Amazon.
Okay, she hasn't gone yet. That would have been so funny if she
Especially if she specifically put 3 hours on it.
She's like, what? Peru's not that far away, right?
Let's see, the airport will take maybe 30 minutes. And that 30 minutes to 30 minutes fro, so that's 1 hour.
That's incorrect because this is after 2001, so the airport would not take 30 minutes.
I know, I was joking. I don't.
No, but that's something we forget about. I mean, I forget about because I was 5.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't remember. I guess that would have meant I was like 7. No, I mean, I understand enough about pre and post 9/11 that, yeah, airports like jacked up security and stuff. And they're still pretty high on security, but not as high. They've gotten a little, like, to my understanding, a little more lax. It's not like we're on code red, a terrorist attack just happened in a major city involving airplanes, you know?
Yeah.
So, dude, I'd be like, get them off the table. I'm trying to eat. They
I know.
keep stomping on my food. Oh, to be young again and dance on a table in a family establishment.
Yeah, look what you did. You danced so bad. Look, this man's dead now.
Yeah, he has to come kill you because you danced so bad on the table. Did he, like, break her face? There you go.
OMG.
Wow,
I'm out of
so
here.
cool. And then he just casually walks on the ceiling. It's not even scary.
Plays jump rope with the ceiling fan. Oh, he's doing the poison moment. I thought he was just gonna pop her head off in front of everyone.
It just goes. It goes.
Yeah, like a Lego piece. How does she know how to fight? She's a paramedic.
To save a life, you need to know how to take one. So for the past 5 minutes, she's just been standing in the forest, just
hallucinating.
Yeah. She's not even having a vision, just imagining what's happening right now.
Yeah. She's like, well, I'm gonna stay here then.
Oh, that silly Madam Web with her head in the clouds, always imagining silly scenarios.
Precisely.
Oh no, Britney Spears. My worst enemy.
Okay, that doesn't make sense then. If this is Britney Spears' debut of Toxic on the radio, she wouldn't know that it was the song that was about to come on. Because they.
I don't know.
It's fine. I'm nitpicking at this point because they did the 180 camera turn and I'm upset.
What the heck? Sorry, guys. I have to dance, she says.
Yeah, what kind of kid would act like this?
I don't know. One that's dressed like a cool 90s skateboarder boy, I guess.
And it's like, for these boys that you don't even
Yeah.
know.
They're like, yeah, we got third place in the regional lacrosse tournament, and now our parents are watching this happen and are very mad, and I'm going to get grounded.
The structural integrity of this table is unmatched.
It's very impressive. How do you respond to that situation? Three girls hop up on the table and dance. You're like, I'm at the restaurant.
I would probably just kind of laugh, honestly, at the absurdity of it all. Unless my food was on the table, I'd be like, bruh.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be like,
whoa!
I would think it's...
Slender Man!
Slender Man?
That's what he looked like.
And then she says, check, please.
Yeah. I'll take the check.
Here's a tip.
Oh, I think he tried to poison her and it didn't work.
She's got future vision.
Oh, yeah. Got future vision.
I mean, Spider. Now she's got to be like, I felt a weird syringe go in my hand, but nothing's happening. I need to go to the Amazon for answers.
Wow, she's really laying it on them.
I mean, they did almost die because they called attention to themselves in the stupidest way possible. They don't act like humans.
They don't. But at the same time, I would kind of think this lady was crazy too.
I mean, I thought she was smacking the Meech on the face. I mean, I'm trying to put myself in a position where someone swept me out of a public train, which is something I'm already not familiar with very much.
Well,
except for that one time.
So I think you are very familiar.
Yeah, I've seen the I've seen the life of that type of vehicle, warts and all.
I swear that was like the worst train experience I've ever had to. It just had to be the first time you were on a train.
I wouldn't say that it was the worst, but it was very interesting.
It was a train experience. Anyway.
A man either being dead or just refusing to pay for a ticket, and then a woman listening to another woman becoming dead, apparently.
On her phone.
And then just leaving like nothing happened.
Oh, man. I remember the guy that was like either unconscious or pretending to be dead, and the ticket man just slapping the seat so loud.
Abusing like, the environment around him just to wake him up.
I was like, I don't think he's getting up.
Yeah. Y'all need to call the paramedic and carry him out.
That was so funny and so concerning at the same time.
It was. I'm glad nothing escalated before we left, because then it would be like, okay. That was funny until now. My mom is in a psych ward, and that's why I thought it was cool to go to the diner and make myself known to the world when I'm trying to hide.
Mm. So they're all little runaways.
I guess. She goes to school, but is a runaway. She goes to visit her family in the hospital, but is a runaway. And I'm pretty sure the other girl just like lives in the same building as Madam Web.
Yeah.
But ran away because I guess her mom couldn't pay the rent.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't care about these characters. Just let's keep it rolling.
Would
Don't
they?
tell me about how bad your life is.
Is
When
she
did
like an adult? Because if they deported her father and she's still a minor, assuming she was born
she
in the
would go with
US,
him?
either she would go with him, but if she was a US citizen, they would probably put her into foster care.
Yeah.
They wouldn't just leave her alone,
Yeah,
right?
what
Like,
am I supposed to do now? I don't care, foreigner. But you're foreigner young, not foreigner old, so I don't care.
it doesn't make sense. Because I know the foster care system is like whack as whack can be, but I don't think they would just leave a kid by themselves.
Yeah, they would at least put a kid in it instead of just like, hey, if you want to go back to wherever your family's from, do that. If you don't, find your own way to make a living, child.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but we aren't giving you a home, and we're certainly not deporting you, even though we just deported your parents.
Yeah, whack. And then
Yeah, that's
also,
silly.
main character here was like, foster care system's not that bad. Look at me. And I'd be like, oh no.
I don't know you that well. You abducted me from a subway, told me you have visions, and then said that you'd be gone for 3 hours, and now we're in a hotel.
And now you're
something.
leaving again.
Yeah, now you're leaving for 3 more hours to go to the Amazon.
Correct. How would you even be able to sleep after all that? I would not.
I'm sure that all 3 of those very fleshed out, rambunctious personalities would have decided to just sleep on a bed altogether and not at all fight over who gets the bed by themselves, who's sleeping on the floor, etc., etc.
Yeah. Who's sleeping in the bathtub?
Yeah.
Plot holes.
Yeah, I hate the scenes where they're trying to like make us sympathize with them because they aren't characters.
There's nothing.
Yeah. They exist to run from one place to another with a look on their face that reads they don't know why.
Yeah.
And one of them is like, I don't know, wears baggy pants and has a skateboard, and one of them looks like a nerd, and one of them, I don't know, is Hispanic.
Yes.
And that's their personalities.
Correct.
I'm not concerned about why they were all out of their house simultaneously.
And she's just waltzing up to the crime scene? Ugh.
That's a good idea. If he's still there, so help me. Okay.
Oh, okay, he is. He's
a
so
hallucination.
cool.
I thought he said I need to stop killing me. I'm trying, man.
Who is this guy? Like, he's not even a bad guy. Like, he's just a spider dude, and he wants to be a spider dude.
I mean,
he
he
is
killed
a bad
people in
guy.
the Amazon, but he also didn't need to do that. That wasn't, like, necessary.
Yeah, and like, for why? It's not like he's, oh, I'm going to sell this on the black market.
Yeah, he could have been like, "Hey, I don't know." He could have like, I don't know, teamed up with the people he teamed up with and been like, "We can all have a rare spider and do whatever we want to with it." And they would have been like, "Well, as long as, you know, let's all sign a waiver to make sure we treat the spiders good, and then, you know, just like, if you're not going to do that, rip yours or something." I don't know, but there are so many other ways to go about this. All he wanted was to take a spider home.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we're also being informed that he has an empire that he needs to run or something.
Oh, mafia man.
Yeah, it's like, Like, I get that he's rich. He seemed like he was kind of rich because he has, like, the bat computer and
Yeah.
lives in a penthouse or something.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know anything else. I just thought maybe he's a scientist who is so selfish when it comes to rare spiders that he kills pregnant women. But I don't know. And now he's like, they're going to take everything I worked to accomplish. It's like, what have you accomplished? Killing people? Killing 3 people specifically?
In what world is it bright and sunny outside at 5 a.m.? Where do these people live?
Imagine getting up at 5 a.m. and then being told we need to sit in a circle, in a friendship circle. And then she explains to you that a man who's chasing you releases toxins into you with his wrists.
And now she's teaching them CPR to overcome poison?
If you overwhelm the heart with pressure on the chest, then you'll stop poison.
Also, I don't know about you, but I was taught CPR in middle school and then again in high school. Like, we were all required to learn CPR.
I don't remember if I learned it. Like, I kind of know it because I learned it at work and
Yeah.
the office taught me. You go to the beat of Staying Alive by the Bee Gees.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know that song. It's one of the 5 songs I know, so.
And I think Final Countdown works too, if you want something a little more hype.
Are you saying Staying Alive isn't hype?
It's more like, it's epic.
I would call Staying Alive by the Bee Gees more epic than hype. Personally.
It's a final countdown. And you're
Oh,
like
you mean
trying
Final
to...
Countdown?
Yeah,
epic.
and you're trying to save someone's life. That's kind of epic.
I think I'd want to be as calm as I can in that situation.
No, it's intense.
Not remind myself that this is life or death. Excuse me.
Here's a picture of my mom. Who took that picture?
I thought he was like, or she was using that as some sort of like visual aid. Like, here's a picture. Now you press down on that.
Yeah, exactly. This is the person you're saving.
They fold up her precious mother picture by giving the pillow CPR between it. He's a spider tribesman.
Oh, this movie.
Why does she have a shirt that says I eat math for breakfast?
Does she really?
Mm-hmm.
I thought the other girl was the nerd.
We got 2 nerds. Bam, 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 bam. It actually says I eat meth for breakfast.
Breaking Bad.
Jesse, stop eating it.
You're not supposed to
It
eat
looks
it.
like candy, Mr. White.
Looks like that rock candy.
Walter's just too good. Why'd you make it blue if it's not edible?
Isn't there a gif of, like, Mike with his nose, like, moving?
I think so.
I'm, like, haunted by that.
If I remember correctly. I love the picture of, like, they took him from, like, the side profile of him from when him and Saul were walking through the desert.
Yeah.
And he's got, like, I don't even know how that works. It's like the sun highlighted his liver spots and stuff.
Yeah.
But they, like, turned him into a grub creature. So...
The internet was not a mistake.
I love that so much. This is my favorite picture of Mike.
Grub creature Mike.
Yeah, a grub creature looking to the side.
She's in Peru.
Doop-de-doo, going on a nonchalant tour of the Amazon. A few
Literally
seconds ago, I was in New York, and here I am, just waltzing around like it's I don't know, a wildlife reserve in my hometown.
Yeah, like, where did she even know where to start?
You just go to the Amazon
Oh, yeah, my bad. It's been
and
like
you
30
listen for the
years.
ritualistic chanting, apparently.
It's been 30 years. How is anything supposed to look the same?
And how does she know what to look for? Her mom was dying.
No, she,
And she literally, in the middle of a mockumentary, just, like, walked away and found the spider like they were looking for a leaf. Just any leaf.
Also,
Can you go... Oh, sorry.
no, I was gonna say the mom was there in the 70s. Why did she look like a modern woman? Why didn't she have big old 70s hair? It didn't look 70s at all.
Why
in
didn't
any
she have,
regard.
like, one of those, like, moccasin vests and, like, John Lennon glasses?
Yeah. Oh, here they come. The image of him upside down is so funny.
Hello, we have modernized. we don't we don't look like X-Men Origins Deadpool and barbed wire anymore.
Yeah, what is it? Pinhead, that one guy from
Yeah. One of the Cenobites from Hellraisers.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned at the beginning.
I probably didn't hear it because I am rude.
You were thinking to yourself, what does that look like? And I said it, and you were like, shut up, boo boo. I'm trying to think.
Shut up!
Oh, he keeps talking. I'd think of what he just said if he wouldn't yammer so much. This is our magic tiny pool. It's our only source of water, and it's been defiled ever since your mom gave birth to you in it.
It was sacred, now it's not.
It was kind of funny to watch because you just kind of whoop.
T-posed out of the water.
You T-posed out of your mother.
It's not the most ideal way to go, but yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
I would wager to bet that would cause some complications.
Oh!
What the heck? It's Doctor Strange?
I was about to say Doctor Strange or...
She got stranged. Dude, she punched a hole in the... Oh, okay. Oh. I wanted to ask, why does he have an umbrella?
'Cause it's the rain forest.
Oh, everything's made of water, so if you're not careful, you'll walk right through the water forest.
Yeah. Also, are we to believe that spider lived for 30 years?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess so.
Understood.
Maybe got two of them, and that's the child. I don't know.
Or maybe the very nature of the spider, it lived forever, and that's why Ezekiel is, like, the same age.
Maybe. Well, he didn't eat it, so.
This editing makes me want to Kermit slip and slide!
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
Oh, whoa.
I would have lived if you hadn't done that.
Why is he holding her belly like he's like pushing the baby out? It's terrible.
He does
there
CPR on her stomach.
Yeah. That's the whole point of the CPR.
Stay alive.
Oh, it's so bad. Your test results are back.
I'm
Your
sorry
mom
to tell
is dead.
you. Your vision's not as good as I thought. But your visions are awesome.
See, this doesn't look like the 70s.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't there, but it just kind of looks like the 90s or something. Like, that's what my mom looked like when I was little.
Yeah, exactly. It's all busted.
And she just looks like a doctor. Women doctors in the 70s? Pfft. Rosie the Riveter didn't come along until 2022.
Yeah, correct.
She said, we can do it. We can get medical degrees. My mom.
I feel so bad for Dakota Johnson because she has just been given the absolute worst movie roles known to man. And like, I think she's actually a half decent actress. It's just she's been given crap time and time again.
She's the female equivalent to Hayden Christensen.
Yeah. Maybe she'll have a comeback in like 30 years.
Plot twist. Her baby was sick and she got a spider to make her not sick.
Oh, and they're having a moment because she's like, "You did it, Mom.
You did it! Congratulations. World best cup of coffee."
Time for the fire hose.
You saved your baby from death. You know what that means?
Fire hose.
You get to drink from the fire hose.
Wait, why would she think that her mom never cared about her? What does that mean?
My mom died when I was a baby. She never cared about me. She would have fought against the cold embrace of death harder if she actually loved me. He's why the long face, partner?
I know. He's like, wow.
Every scene, his face gets like 1.5% longer.
I love stuff like that. It's just like unexplained for some reason.
By the end of his final scene, his chin is just like on the floor.
The Crimson Gin.
Why did the strange tribe people modernize? I thought the whole point was that they're like isolated, and
well, he wanted to be approachable, I think.
All the naked barbed wire people were content to keep doing that and have since, I guess, gone deeper into the Amazon. Yes. And he was like, no. I want to try out, I don't know, public access television. I want to be more approachable. People, for some reason, just get intimidated when you run up to them dressed as a naked barbed wire pinhead.
Pinhead, yeah.
People don't like Pinhead cosplay as much as I thought they would. Us Amazonians love Hellraiser.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
But we aren't willing to like go all the way with the costumes. Because have you seen those guys? Yuck.
Yuck. Still gotta be handsome.
Yeah, I want to be handsome. I don't want to be pale. Or have like, I don't know, my belly ripped off.
Yeah.
That one, I'm not even pointing at one. That screen, look at that one.
I was gonna say something, but then, never mind.
Okay. Cool.
This is not how teenagers act.
Haha, throw. Let's not eat the popcorn, even though we've been complaining about,
She's like, my water broke, and then one of them, they're like, eh.
Ew.
Ew, yeah.
So, if they're Uncle Ben and Aunt May, but she's pregnant.
No, that's his sister.
Oh, okay.
I thought the same thing, but then I was like, wait a second.
It's like, there's some aspects of Spider-Man's like family I'm not entirely clear about. Like, I know the mystery of like, were his parents like government agents? Ooh. And then it's like, well, when you start introducing stuff like that to a character who's like, I don't know, 60 years old, you start like, writers start asking questions like, what if Uncle Ben and Aunt May were actually his real parents? Ooh.
What happened to Spider-Man's parents?
They die. I don't really think anyone ever flat out says. I mean, at least in the movies. Maybe they do. It's been a while. Let's see. No, I don't want to look at my old jobs group
Ain't
chat.
no way there was
But-
camera quality that high on a security camera in 2003. Fight me. There's no way.
Let's see. He and Mary supposedly died in an airplane accident when Peter was 6. And Peter still has vague memories of his parents. Before the crash, Richard, along with his friend Eddie Brock Sr., father of Peter's childhood friend Eddie Brock Jr. Are they friends?
Childhood
I wouldn't call Peter and Eddie friends.
friends. Wrong.
I don't know. I didn't even know they were like the same age. I thought Peter Parker was like
A kid.
high school to college age, and Eddie Brock was a grown man with a mullet. In case you don't know. What just happened? I saw like one of those like twirly fairy toys that
Sky dancers?
yeah. And then it went into the fire, just like in
Yeah.
that video.
I was saying things that go into the fire or like directly into your eyeball because that's why they got recalled. Because they kept hitting kids in the face. She just stole an ambulance.
She's like, "Don't worry, I'm a paramedic. I'm allowed to do this."
Yeah, literally. What?
They give you a license to steal any ambulance, even if it's in use.
If this is her first kid and she just had her water break and her contractions are like super close together, I don't think that is like it is possible, I guess, but that sounds a bit crazy. Because my limited knowledge is that your first baby, you're going to be in labor for like 24 hours. It takes a while.
My sister-in-law, we actually spent like the entire day at the hospital.
Yeah, so she's like, I am giving birth in this car. Like, what? I guess it's possible. It's just like, come on. Plot devices.
I suppose it's possible, but it's probably if the norm is that it takes a long time, it's probably more of like an outlier, and it has like a term, and at the end of the term is like disorder.
Yeah. Not to say it's not painful, but it's like she's probably fine. Like
you guys are gonna want to see this.
Oh, she's fine now. No more contractions.
Yeah, I think a pregnant woman who's in the midst of labor would be like, "I don't care about him. Get me to the hospital."
Yeah, literally, just let her loose on the Spider-Man. She'll like absolutely annihilate him. She's like, I don't have time for this.
He'll squeeze her wrist, and then she'll squeeze his, and his arm will break. Did she just go through a building?
Yeah, and she knocked him out of the sky with the entire ambulance.
How did she know?
Because she's smart like
listen,
that.
I thought you were about to mention that she's Madam Web and can see things.
No, I would not, because she cannot at this point.
Nothing about this movie has established to me that her visions are in any way coherent.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they're visions. It just kind of seems like plot devices.
Yeah.
Good luck with the pregnant wife. We gotta go.
Yeah, good luck with him, Ben. This is all on you, Ben.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It was your pregnant sister. Whatever. Hey, what's up?
It doesn't matter.
Whee!
Whoa, wee! I like how they cut before he jumped because they don't have the budget to animate him flying through the air again.
Yes, they said just put your hands up like you're about to Superman fly and just kind of like, oop, and then we'll cut. And then he said something and they said, sorry, we don't understand you. Maybe we'll dub that later.
Are they saying, since she's a paramedic, she's the ambulance driver, that she knows how to competently Tokyo drift an ambulance?
I mean, that's what paramedics do in New York.
Oh, of course.
You ain't familiar with New York paramedics. They're going to CPR
They're
the
gonna
Spider-Man off of their
electrocute.
ambulance.
There's no way. There is, like, yeah, that would probably work, but they would probably all get, like, zapped too. Or it wouldn't be enough electricity to really do anything. It would just be, like, static.
His hair would stick up out of the holes in his costume.
Yeah.
That'd be funny, though, to, like, have him in that costume, but, like, his hair is normal.
He just has his hair sticking out.
like one of the sticky bandits from Home Alone.
Yeah.
Dude, they should have just, like, gone to an abandoned mansion. Abandoned mansion.
A
And
banshee.
then, yeah, a mansion. They should have gone to the Banshee Mansion and just, like, set up traps for him. These are, after all, children that we're talking about, so... Except for her.
Correct. But they all act like children.
I mean, she could be like, I'll be back in 3 hours, don't leave. And then all of these small toddlers that she's taking care of set up the traps. And in the 3 hours, they take care of him. He's tripping on Legos and getting, like, soaked in kerosene and hitting the head with lead pipes. And they're all like, yeah, kids rule. Or, sorry, yeah, kids rule.
Okay, so she's using her paramedic wisdom to set a trap.
I'm gonna do a little bit of a Home Alone moment. Like we've already done by shocking him through the ceiling of the ambulance.
Dude, I hate things like this where she's like, I have to protect you guys. And then the kid is like, yeah, we're in this together. And I'm like, no real person would be like that. I'd be like, absolutely not. Like, yeah, we're in this together only because I have no other choice. I'm not going to be confident about it.
Yeah, like, I'll try it, but please don't let me die.
Yeah.
Well, do I even need to be here for it? Can you just do it without me and come back and tell me that he's dead?
Not one panic attack, not one do we have to, like, can't we just call the cops? Like, nothing. Just like, yeah, we got this.
We're just an EMT and 3 small toddlers. We can take him.
3MT, if you will.
The 3MT, that's the new team. You got the Avengers, the X-Men, the Guardians of the Galaxy, and the 3MT.
3MT. Is that a flashbang? What is that? It is! It's a smoke bomb! What? Why would an ambulance have that?
What, your brother didn't use those on the Norm?
No, I guess he had the lame ambulance.
The lambulance.
The lambulance. Oh, cheese is back.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Excuse me.
No, cheese! Cheese!
Bye, cheese. Or hi, I don't know what cheese is doing.
Oh, he's punching the microphone very aggressively.
What the cheese doing?
What the cheese doing?
Whee!
What cheese?
They all went off at once. That's not how that works.
Are they supposed to be flares or fireworks?
Yeah,
They're in a firework factory.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a level in Spyro 3.
Oh, cheese.
Come on upstairs. Let's push the Pepsi sign together. Well, push the Pepsi, if you know what I mean.
Push the Pepsi. No, I don't know what that means.
Oh, you had to be there.
I'm so sorry for my audio quality if it sounds like someone's licking the microphone. It's not me, I swear.
You said to push the Pepsi. I thought you said lick the Pepsi. Why did she have a vision of the ceiling exploding and then the ceiling exploded? What did that add?
Because it's showing that her visions are true. Oh, she's Captain America!
Whoa. She matrixed grabbing a person away from a thing very slowly and gracelessly.
Yeah. Cheese, you're about to get booted into the shadow dimension if you don't stop.
I'll turn my camera back on and you will join me.
Get sucked into the void. Oh! I just dropped him on the floor. I'm so sorry. He's fine. He's a cat. He will survive.
They always do, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I know.
Don't
Jeez.
I know it?
Jeez. You're getting canceled if you come up here again. It's fun how some of my cats understand that they're not supposed to step on the laptop, and then there's cats like Chip, who's just like, I'ma lay all over that.
It looks like a table to me, and tables and beds are the same thing.
Exactly. And he's like, headphones? Those things look delicious.
Dude, he just punched a firework.
He did. I kind of chose to ignore that.
It was kind of cool, I guess.
And then they punched a helicopter out of the sky, basically.
You can't protect them.
My question is, why does she care?
That's a good question. I guess because she took the Hippocratic Oath or something. I don't know.
That's true. She's like, I must protect everyone. But then she got that, like, thank you letter from that kid at the beginning, and she was like, what am I supposed to do with this? So it kind of like she doesn't care about people at all.
I think it was situational. If I have to play devil's advocate for this movie,
You must.
Where she gets on a subway and she just has like a bizarre hallucination of everyone on the subway getting slaughtered, and she's like, "Hey, this guy seems to get real antsy when he sees y'all, so let's leave." And I'm the only one who seems to know that.
Oh, is this the moment? Is this the big moment? Man.
When you take on the responsibility, great power will come. That's not right. That's not true. There's a difference between the real one and that one. What the heck?
This is goofy. Oh, no, he was saying you can be in multiple places at one time.
I understand what's happening, but...
No, I didn't at first. I was like, what is this? Ew, it looks so gross. It doesn't look like webs. It looks like... I don't know.
What? Yeah,
that's what
like
made her
she's
go
just
blind.
got shoestrings hanging off of her with
almost
Luigi's
look like-
Mansion ghost tied to them.
I was gonna say umbilical cords, which is gross.
I had 3 children of myself
And they
to
T-pose.
save you. Yeah, they all slipped on out in the T-pose.
Whoa! It's editing.
Anyway, the whole with great power comes great responsibility, and changing that to say when you take responsibility, great power will come. Like, no, those two statements aren't the same thing.
That's goofy.
Yeah, there's a difference between you are in a situation where you have power and you need to ask yourself how you're going to use it. That's the Uncle Ben one. But what the Madam Web one is whenever, if you take it upon yourself to do something right, you will become powerful. And it's like, no, that's not the same thing.
Correct.
I could stand in front of the UN and say, I will solve world peace. I'll solve war. That's what I meant to say.
Wow, this looks like a PS2 game. What is going on? Look at that!
Sean!
Shut Oh, he's dead. Oh, no, he's not dead yet.
No!
No,
not
pee-pee.
Pepsi! You know, he was like kind of Coca-Cola colors this whole time.
Oh, it's symbolic.
Pepsi rules all. You will never get your private jet, child.
Can't she Spider-Woman herself somewhere else?
Yeah, can she... That would be pretty cool if she could, like, umbilical cord a clone to, like, safety and then zip herself across the cord like her soul or something.
Well, I was gonna say, why can't she, like, I don't know,
not
umbilical
die.
cord, a version of her that helps her. Oh, that's how she goes blind. She gets punched in the face with a firework.
I'm surprised you even knew she's supposed to be blind.
Oh, I know because seeing her in the chair with the glasses is probably the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I don't care about Madam Web as a character. I don't remember. Was it on during the Wonka episode
I
when I
think
said
so.
like, anytime I was watching or reading or whatever anything Spider-Man related and Madam Web showed up, I'd be like, oh, it's gonna be one of these things again.
Now, fun fact, what they don't tell you about CPR is if you're doing it right, you're probably going to break the person's ribs. But also,
Cool.
what they teach you is that you're supposed to take their clothes off because clothes restrict the compressions. So this is completely inaccurate, and I don't see any broken ribs, and I'm calling the police because this is horrible.
Well,
Also, she
I
instantly
guess-
has blind people eyes. That doesn't make sense either.
what you've never seen someone get shot in the face with a firework and then get like bright gray eyes.
Like they were born blind.
Oh, I'm Elijah Wood now.
Are they like supposed to be like the light was too bright and it burned her eyes, or like her eyes
I don't
burn?
know.
Like what is it?
Oh my gosh, it's Peter.
It's Peter.
He petered on out of there and now he's born.
Where's her husband?
On a plane, I guess.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
I can't wait to join my husband on the plane. Hold my hand, strangers I've spent the past 2 days with.
I can smell you.
It'd be so funny if they brought her back, which they won't. But, well, they might. It's Sony. They're so out of touch, they probably think this movie was a hit.
Probably. They'll probably re-release it.
Movie Grits release an episode about Madam Web, and to celebrate, we will be re-releasing Madam Web in theaters.
She just
They're
adopted?
mine. These are my children.
Okay, bye.
Ma'am, they don't really look like you, racist. Oh,
Racist.
gosh.
I
Canceling
adopted
hasn't
them,
happened
remember?
yet.
Oh yeah, she's the first to be canceled.
I'm ground zero for canceling.
Crazy.
Are they like going to show her as like actual is that her actual Madam Web?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I'm Professor Webb.
I mean, maybe they explained it, but what caused her to be paralyzed? Why did they go with those glasses? They're so goofy!
To be fair, comic Madam Web just has like a blindfold on. I'm pretty sure. She's also like wrapped in red bubble wrap or something, so they're kind of doing like the Fox X-Men route where they're like, she's still in a chair, she still can't see.
And they're doing the cringe thing where she's like explaining everything before it happens. It's like, we get it! She can see the future!
Would you like a Pepsi? Absolutely. Actually, we bought Coke today. Yes, I saw that coming.
Yeah.
Well, you're still wrong, because I actually bought Sprite. Yes, I know. I'll take one of those as well.
Oh,
Did she just strangle someone?
I think so.
What's with the camera? It's like all wiggly.
She's seeing the future, that's what.
Electro spider?
You know how impractical it would be to have all your hair out while fighting crime? It's like dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, having long hair is kind of a good weakness to have in a fist fight.
Yeah, precisely.
All someone has to do is yank and yowza. Massive damage.
Yankin' yowza.
Yeah, the old yankin' yowza.
Just
She
those
goes into the
glasses do
sun.
not look good on her.
Dude, they should have done...
That's cooler.
Well, those E and R at the end there, doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Cooler.
What the heck?
Directed by why? Why did you do this?
Directed by an anonymous contributor.
Look, there's so many people for writing and story. There's no wonder it's a disaster.
Based on what Marvel Comics? Madam Web doesn't have any comics.
You know, it's where she's in the...
You know, the Marvel Comics.
You know,
There were some where she shows up and everyone rolls their eyes because they don't care about her.
Yeah, because she looked goofy.
That's why. I don't care about no old woman, dagnabbit.
Sydney Sweeney.
Isabella Merkt.
I don't know if that's how you say that, but I don't know how you would say it.
I don't feel like I watched a real movie.
I don't think so either. I feel like this was a fan edit.
Adam Scott. Introducing Adam Scott in his first ever movie role.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucked. I wouldn't say it's as bad as Cats, but it's worse than Morbius.
Yeah, at least Cats kind of had, like, a story going for it. This was just a hot mess express.
Oh, you are granting so much grace to Cats.
I said
Tell me,
kind of.
what's the story exactly? They all want to go in the balloon to heaven because they have the heaven contest, so they sing who they are to each other.
Yes.
And then there's an evil cat with a pirate ship. And
Yes.
and he puts the fat ones on it.
He does, yeah.
And then they sink it because they're too fat.
He's the Noah cat, but only for fat people.
That's why I only got 2 of them.
Yeah.
2 fat cats, 2 villain cats that aren't me.
Yup.
What else? Yeah, this is like probably in the... We should at some point do like a ranking of the movies we've watched, because I was going to say it's probably in the top 5, but then I remembered like Emoji Movie and
The first
The Last
one.
Airbender
Oh,
and
yeah.
Cat in the Hat. Like, we
Cat
were
in the
just
Hat.
on a roll with the really bad stuff when we first started.
Yeah. But they keep making worse stuff.
But is it worse? That's the thing.
Good question.
Like, is this worse than The Last Airbender?
I would say yes, simply because The Last Airbender had a cohesive storyline. They just
True.
messed everything else up.
Is this worse than Emoji Movie?
Yes, because Emoji Movie actually, it was just kind of cringy. It wasn't like bad necessarily.
Maybe we should revisit Emoji Movie.
Yeah,
The
grand revival.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, this movie is definitely bad, but it's also kind of fun, and I don't mean that in like a, therefore I give it a score of 6 out of 10. I mean, like, nothing will top Cats, because that was, I think, the first time I've watched a movie for Movie Grits and been like, I would prefer to be anywhere else right now.
Yeah.
Like, I've had movies where I get distracted. I've had movies where I'm actively having fun making fun of them. That one I was like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
In this movie, honestly, it was pretty easy to sit through, because it's more in that bad movie, easy to make fun of camp.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun 1 out of 10, you know? Not a horrible 1 out of 10.
I would say the grading scale for movies is, it actually goes into the negatives. And like, if you have a movie with like a positive score, like the bigger the number, the more like unironically enjoyable that film is and like competently made. In the negative, the same is true for the negative, but ironically. What you don't want your movie to be is a 0. because that means it is not ironically or unironically an enjoyable film. It just
Yeah.
sucks. Cats is that 0. Madam Web is like a -4.
Yeah. I agree with that.
We have concocted a revolutionary grading
Scaling
scale.
system.
Everyone is going to follow in our footsteps. But anyway, viewer, what did you think of Madam Web?
Madam Web.
Madam Web. Tell us, New Yorkers, how accurate to New York culture and lifestyle Madam Web was.
Yeah, and paramedics, let me
Yeah.
know what you think.
Yeah, just tell me how you're doing.
Yeah, are you okay? Because, like, my brother, like, lost a lot of hair when he became a paramedic.
Gosh.
Are you guys okay? Like,
Do you need someone to talk to?
yeah.
We probably won't. We have stuff to do, but, like, maybe we can put you in touch with someone who also needs someone to talk to.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Well, on that note,
Bye.
bye.
Where's my mouse?
I
need
can't
to
stop
stop it.
recording. I gotta stop
I
this.
can't stop recording.